Good morning from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It's Ryan, and on today's adventure, we're at Anakeesta's WildSide Adventure Park. They've got a number of bikes that you can rent, or you could bring your own bike here. And my goal in today's video is to hopefully not die. No, seriously, I am now over 40, and what my brain thinks I can do and what my body can do are two different things. And so I'm going to hop on a bike with you guys. We'll show you where you can rent bikes here and try out some beginner trails. They do have some intermediate and an advanced trail or two that I don't plan on getting on today, but I will try a couple beginner trails with you guys, show you some highlights of what mountain biking here at the WildSide Adventure Park is like, and see if it's something you want to do when it opens up later this month, and then hop on a UTV and show you what their UTV tours are like, and perhaps get some views here in the Smokies with you. So without further ado, let's go get checked in and get today's adventure started. Parked at the WildSide parking lot. I'm going to walk in and get checked in here at today's preview event. My plan is to start with some bike riding and then perhaps take you guys on a quick little UTV tour. And then they're going to have an optional whip off. I'm not sure if Indiana Jones will be making an appearance or what that is all about. Maybe we'll check that out. Let me walk across the bridge here over towards base camp and give you a quick tour of the property. They have lots of chairs around this fire pit right next to the base camp, which is going to be your retail store. We'll also have some different snacks. So they're currently working on putting some final touches to the base camp store. They've got all sorts of different merchandise and gear. If you wanted to purchase your own gear, you can do that on site inside the store here. Or you can grab yourself a mini Building Blocks mountain biker or one of these WildSide bears. They also have a number of different hats. I think I like this one the most. It's got a WildSide Great Smoky Mountains. There's a quick look at the retail section. They have some restrooms over here to the right, along with a place to refill your water bottles, as I plan to try to stay hydrated as possible on this hot July afternoon. Let me head over here to the wheelhouse. You can bring your own bike to WildSide. I'm just going to be utilizing one of the bikes that you can rent here. You can get a standard bike for as low as 40 bucks for the day. You do have to be 49 inches tall to rent a bike. You can't be over 300 pounds, and they do require you to have a helmet on all their courses. So we're down here and we can get a pedal pass for about 20 bucks. We can just pedal up to any point we want all day long and keep riding back. Or for 40 bucks, I can hop on a vehicle and it will drop me off right about here, or actually up here, I'm sorry, is where the drop-off point, which I think the first one I should try is Chicken of the Woods. These green ones are beginner. I think I should start there because basically right now, as I'm surrounded by all these professional bike guys, I feel like a chicken in the woods. I see some serious bikers and some serious bikes. So I'm just trying to survive the day is the goal. So the green courses are beginner, blue is intermediate, and black is advanced. One of their black courses are called Dolly's Curves, and the other one is called Whip or Will. And I don't think I have the will to get on either of the advanced courses today. So here at the wheelhouse, they have a number of standard bikes and e-bikes. I'm gonna actually start out with an e-bike. The e-bike's gonna give me the option to either take the shuttle, or I can just use the electricity to get up to the top. I would say start with an e-bike. That way, if you're struggling to get up certain sections, you'll be able to do that. So he asked me my weight. and he is tuning the suspension right now, so I'll be good to go. So Max from Bulgaria is getting my bike really super fine-tuned here.
It is fine-tuned now.
Thank you, Max. So I could put my bike on the shuttle and ride up to some of the trails to the top, but since I have an e-bike, I'm actually just gonna use the electricity to get up to the top. So I have an e-bike at home that we take to Cades Cove, and this one is very simple to use. You can keep it off completely, or I can put it on eco mode, trail mode, or I can put it on turbo mode. So it's just a pedal assist e-bike. It's very simple. Let's try it out and try not to end up in the ER is the goal. Just getting used to this e-bike, this little back course behind base camp. This is nice and shaded back here. All right, I think I've got a pretty good feel for the bike. Let me head up back to base camp and let me head towards our first real deal official trail. So we actually have Brie Sprints, the president of Anakeesta. Tell me a little bit about these trails.
Sure. So we've got around 8 miles of trails. We have our base camp down here, and which is really the hub for all the activities. We have a main road, which we call Thunder Road. That's our haul road. It's not for mountain biking, but it's the way that our shuttles take people up to the very top of the mountain up here if they want to do one-way directional downhill mountain biking. Otherwise, if you want to pedal up, we've got our climbing trail on the left-hand side over here. It's called Creek Climb, and there's 3 trail hubs. So this climbing trail over here accesses the lowest hub, the middle hub, and then the very top via either halfway up Creek Climb or Upper Creek. They're all one-way directional trails, so you're not going to come up and be facing someone. Once you get up to the top of the mountain or any of the hubs, you've got a variety of ways to get down. So you've got a green trail or a black trail off the very top, which drops you into the lower hub, which you can go down Chicken of the Woods, which I would say is one of our easier trails. So for first-time riders, that's a really good option. We've also got Rod Run, which is a small little easy loop, and it's a great place for people to get oriented to the bike and to the way it feels. And as you go through Rod Run, you'll see our jump track area, which has 3 big jump lines, as well as our dual slalom, which is kind of a great place for people to learn how to ride berms and some rollers and some other features. These are the easiest trails up here, and it progresses down to the hardest trails.
So now that we've checked out the map with Bryce, we can take this Creek Climb trail right here at base camp up to the first or second drop-off point to hop on other trails. And they have this little road here for vehicles. So I'm not gonna ride on the road. I'm gonna hop on the Creek Climb trail. So I'm actually switching over cameras. I'm gonna mount it on my back here so you guys can get some highlights of heading up towards the top. All right, here we go, heading up the trail. So I just looked at the clock. Let me see how long it takes me to get all the way to the top. Got a little crossing here. Got lots of bridges. If you don't have an e-bike, this section is going to be pretty tough to be getting up. I would say if you don't have an e-bike, you're definitely going to want to utilize the shuttle. So I've been riding up for about 5 minutes and I've made it to this little point where I can go halfway up, take a right to get back down to base camp, but we're going to continue up Creek Climb over here to the left as I catch my breath. It's still a workout, even with an e-bike. All right, let's keep going on the trail. Whoa! 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 Oh, big turn right here. Oh, I wasn't going fast enough. It does feel good in the shade out here. Whoa! Whoa! All right, we're doing okay. Oh, it's a pretty good drop off over here to the right. I gotta be getting close to the second spot. Yeah, I think I recognize this from when we did a little behind the scenes tour before. Whoa! Oh yeah. As I've arrived to the top, so too has the shuttle. So it took me about 10 minutes to pedal up with an e-bike, and we are now over here, so I can hop on Chicken of the Woods. If you are going to do one of these trails, I would definitely recommend at least an e-bike or utilize the shuttle. It took me about 10 minutes on an e-bike. So if you have a standard bike without electricity, I would at least double the time. So it's going to take you about 20 minutes to ride up to this point. So before we get started on the trail, they do have a little bench over here. So if you do need to take a break, grab some water, have a snack. So now that I've made it to the halfway point, I actually see a blue trail in front of me, and there's this Upper Creek green beginner trail, and there is what we're looking for, Chicken of the Woods. But before we hop on at Chicken of the Woods, I did want to point out two things for you real quick. First of all, there's no one really up here, and it is so quiet. I just hear birds and trees moving in the wind. I don't hear cars. I don't hear city noises at all. It's very peaceful. It's very quiet. And check out the view over here. And we're not even at the best viewing spot. It is a beautiful property. I'm getting some vitamin D. It's just wonderful to be out in God's creation, enjoying this beautiful day. So I think it's time we hop on Chicken of the Woods. Let's do it. Definitely has a good drop to the right. Ooh. Brakes were good. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh boy, definitely got a nice and easy. Whoa! 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 Oh, this is fun. Whoa! Gotta work on those turns. Whoa, this is awesome. Oh, and it's the chicken course, not even the fast, tough ones. Whoa. Oh, not going too high. Whoa, whoa. I got this turn, I got this turn, I got this turn, I got this turn, I got the turn, I got the turn. I got it. Oh, we're going fast. Downhill we go! Whoa, that was awesome. Oh, this is great. Whoa, I could have got a little bit of air there. I'm hugging the ground, that's okay. I'm good with the ground. Whoa! 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 Nice straightaway over here. Oh, nice little hills, this is fun. Oh! Whoa! And we've made it back. Not so Chicken of the Woods. So now that I've made it down to the bottom from Chicken of the Woods, I have a little bit of time before we hop on the UTV. I think I'm going to try Holler real quick before we hop on the UTV ride. Taking off from the wheelhouse and passing by their base camp, I'm gonna ride the e-bike that I have for the day back here to Creek Climb and worked my way over to Holler. So I made it back to the fork in the road where last time we took a left on Creek Climb. This time we're gonna go down halfway up to get over to Holler. I got up to here a lot quicker than I did last time, And it's probably just because I'm more comfortable and familiar with this section of trail. And that probably goes for any of these trails. After you've done it 1 or 2 times, you can probably get through it, maneuver, you kind of anticipate what's ahead, and can go through it a lot more comfortably. All right, let's make it over to Holler. So I've made it to this area, which has some blue courses. They also have this intermediate Thrillium course that I could hop on. Perhaps I'll hop on a blue course next time. Like our last stop, there's a little place to sit down in the shade. They've got a place to put your bike and a map to figure out exactly where you are. But I think it's time to hop on Holler. So here we go. Oh, holla. I think it's required you have to say holler at least one time down this trail. Oh, this has got a pretty good steep dive right here. Whoa! Oh, this has got a really far drop off to the right. Oh, nice and easy. Whoa! Oh, I got a little air. I hope the camera caught that. Front tire went up, maybe only an inch, but I'm counting it. I got air. Oh! No ER visit. I'm doing good. We're good. All right. Whoa! Staying alive. Oh! Oh, definitely could get some air right there. This is only a green course. I can't imagine the black ones. Oh, hugging the side. I gotta work on my turns. Doing good. A little bit uphill. This is where the e-bike comes in handy. It's doable with the standard bike, but right there, ooh, that would be tough. You might need to be pushing it up that little section. All right, back downhill we go. Oh, we could definitely get some air on that one. Whoa! Oh, I got a little air. That was like a couple centimeters. I'll take it. Oh, front tire's up. Yes, got some more air. That was rad. Did you see that whip? Oh, that was ridiculous. I gotta come back into the base camp with the signature move. Yeah, that was rad, man. That was rad. So biking was a blast. We just grabbed some lunch here at base camp, and we're about to hop on one of these UTV tours. So I just got a new helmet and we did a safety briefing on their UTVs, whether you're driving it or riding in it. Let me grab Dusty real quick. He's gonna explain the 3 types of UTVs you can use here at WildSide.
So we have our Maverick, which is our 2-seater. That is gonna be a 250 horsepower vehicle, while the rest of the vehicle is the Commander, which is a 4-seater, and our Defender, which is a 6-seater, more for our families and stuff like that. We try to make sure we're ready for anybody that comes out. You're gonna be looking at a lot of extra horsepower in the Maverick, while the rest are just a bunch of fun vehicles overall. 4-seater, 6-seater, and 2-seater.
So I'm riding in the back with Jess and Melanie again. The last time I was here with Melanie, we couldn't make it up the hill, so hopefully this time we'll be able to make it up to the very top and show you some of the views. Past Creek climb that we went up earlier.
All right, it's gonna get a little bumpy and maybe a little wet.
Whoa! There goes another little dip. Everybody's making a quick stop to kick into 4-wheel drive for the next section of trail. So we made a quick stop. Somebody is inspecting a tree very closely, apparently, at the moment. So if you need to go to the restroom, do so before you hop on the UTV ride. And Jess was just telling us about some of the trails that they're working on finishing up here on the WildSide. All right, let's get back on the road. So the good news is, because of the lack of rain recently, I think we're gonna actually make it to the top. The bad news is we're following someone named Dusty. Literally, it's Dusty. It's the only downside, but I'm excited to show you guys the view we're about to see up at the top here.
What's your opinion?
Yeah.
Awesome. Pardon the dust.
Thanks a lot, Dusty. It's not normally this dry, just extra dry as of late. Next stop, Devil's Branch. Whoa.
Next vehicle, come on up. Next vehicle, come on up.
All right, we are now officially on deck.
Next vehicle, come on up.
All right, Jess, we got this.
Here we go.
Whoa!
Next vehicle, come on up.
Whoa!
Fun or what?
That was great. We've come to a place where we can get out and take some photos. So we've been riding for about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit more, and you gotta check out this view. This is absolutely beautiful. Nice July afternoon up here in the Smokies. We're taking a little UTV ride up here at WildSide. Breeze is so helpful right now. It's gorgeous. And I also just noticed right over here to the right, you can actually see Mount LeConte. This is an absolutely hidden gem of a view here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So we're just relaxing for a little bit. Let's hop back into the UTV and continue on the trail. So we've made it back to our UTV after passing somebody doing yet another very close tree inspection. And we are on the trail, working our way back down to base camp. Hold it on tight. And it even comes with free chiropractic adjustments here at WildSide. Oh yeah, that's much better now. Yeah. We're waiting one at a time again. We got a big hill to climb up ahead.
Okay, next vehicle, come on through.
There we go. Base camp. We're back home.
We're alive.
So now that we've made it back to base camp, I'm gonna head over to the wheelhouse and officially turn in my rented e-bike so I can get my driver's license back. And then let's head over and check out the ramp area where there's gonna be guys doing a bunch of tricks. I will not be one of those guys. That's not happening. So far, so good. No ER visit needed. So let me turn in the bike and go watch those guys do the more dangerous stuff. So as we head over to the whip off, I will say between the UTV rides and the mountain biking, I like the mountain biking a lot better. Maybe I'd like the UTV a little more if I was actually driving, but I really enjoy mountain biking. So as we head over to the jump track to watch some advanced tricks and some of the pros do some things, you don't have to be a pro to come here to WildSide. As I tried all but one of the beginner courses, and in my opinion, they're not that bad. The equipment here at Anakeesta is great. So I really enjoy the mountain biking. I'd like to come back and perhaps try some of the blue intermediate courses, maybe someday a black, maybe someday. Well, let's cross the bridge and head back here to the jump track. If you have a pedal pass or a shuttle pass, you're able to come back here to the jump track where they have this little ramp, which really isn't that little. And this big old ramp, it's almost like a video game. Here comes somebody else. These guys are much braver than I. There goes the drone. We're about to start some competitions. Here he comes with the drone. 3, 2, 1, go! 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 winner is Tyler with some new glasses. Congratulations. Mission accomplished. I am walking out of here to my car. I'm not being driven out of here on an ambulance. That was my one big objective for today. I've accomplished that. So there are times I could have gone faster or I could have jumped higher, but I kind of kept it low and in control, and I feel comfortable to bring back the kids here. That was the only downside of today, is that Brie is still recovering from a surgery. The kids were doing some school with her today and some other projects, so they weren't with me on this trip, but I like to come back with the kids so they can try a couple of the green trails. I was able to do all of the green trails except one, so maybe next time I'll also try a blue trail or two, maybe someday, Dolly's Curves, or the one up top. I don't remember what it's called. But I had a great time. A big thank you to WildSide for the invite to come out here and preview what they've been working on. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And we wanted to thank one of our subscribers with a free pass to WildSide. All you have to do is leave in your comment WildSide Pigeon Forge, and we'll pick a comment at random on an upcoming live stream. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next adventure. I'm gonna hop on the creek climb trail. I'm gonna hop on the creek climb. I'm learning some lingo from the professionals. I'm getting the language down. These guys know what they're doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. They just said something about they hit some big whip or something. Here comes somebody else.